I love being known as Scott MacIntyre rather than the blind guy.
Well, and so this is what I was going to get to, is that to some degree, that's kind of what the show, whether they wanted to, plan to, or if it just happened because it's such a distinct characteristic, that's kind of what happened. How do you feel about that?
You know, I don't think it was the show as much as just with Idol in general. People tend to, especially at the very beginning, you know, and I was on the premiere episode, and I very quickly became known as the blind guy, and they have people make up nicknames for everyone, and I was just looking forward to the day when I could escape that, and I think I have by and large, you know, by now. Most people are referring to me as Scott MacIntyre, and because I really see it as just another characteristic of me. You know, my hair is a certain color, my eyes are blue, and I'm visually impaired. And it really all started with the infamous high five with Ryan Seacrest, and I was just laughing at how big that blew up. It was as big as the Hudson Plain River landing for a while there.
Well, because our country, I say this all the time, and I'd be curious to hear what you think about this, because we've heard from other blind folks when we talk about you and Idol here on the show, who have gotten very tired of people suffocating on political correctness as opposed to just. You're Scott. Some weeks you're going to sing well, some weeks you're not going to sing well.
You know, well, and Ryan did the exact right thing back then, as I've said a couple of times. You know, he missed, and then he grabbed my hand, and he said, "Scott, I'm giving you a high five," and he did it again. And a lot of people would just shy away from that moment, and it really started a lot of discussion about that. And I had to return the favor, you know, later on the live.
I remember that.
The live show, but you know, it's definitely something that fortunately it did take second seat to my vocals and my artistry on American Idol, and you know, they didn't even mention it for quite a while on the live show until the last week,
which is good. It's very good.
It's almost nice when people forget. You know, people try to wave from me to me from across the room, or they try to give me a fist pump, and I don't know what the heck's going on for a few seconds. You know, I'm like what are you doing? So, especially if it's in a loud, dark place, then I'm totally lost. You know, 'cause I can't even